I don't think we could ever really compete with an event like the Ryder Cup, but I reckon over the last 5 years we've had some pretty entertaining presentations and some very, very informative, interesting presentations that ultimately have helped people change people's lives.
There are two aspects that caught my eye, and although we work many shifts and different patterns of work, we've never really sat and discussed with professional bodies the implications of health and safety issues surrounding that. So today that's my main interest.
I think as much as anything we're just looking to share other people's experience and what they've previously gone through to get where they are now.
Lean ER is, I guess, a concept. It builds on lean manufacturing. It builds on ideas around flexible working, demand-led rostering, and very importantly, employee engagement. So, if you like, it's employee resourcing, the lean side of employee resourcing. So, driving out waste, driving out cost, adding value to the customer.
What annualised hours has done for us is raised expectations. People's expectations today about work-life balance, about the salary they'll earn, about the time they'll spend at work versus the time at home are now up here.
I'm Andy Watts, I'm the conference host this week. I'm also the operations manager for Unilever UK Norwich factory, better known probably as Coleman's of Norwich to most people, where we make the iconic and world famous mustard. We introduced working time solutions, annualised hours 17 years ago now, so in that respect I've got a lot to tell about our experience over that time for what is in fact a very mature working time solution in our factory.
Book pens and papers and have a go at seeing what you can evaluate from the information you've got.
Having been to many conferences myself, I get a great deal more by participating as part of that audience. So we very much tailored it around the involvement, so there's much greater learning and understanding.
Working time solutions will always advise clients that they should pay attention to how they're going to get whatever the eventual solution is accepted and ideally bought into by the workforce.
The conference is structured very much around the presentations and so on, but there's ample time to ask questions, there's ample time for feedback, there's ample time during the tea breaks, the lunch, the dinner in the evening, and that's absolutely part of the overall package, if you like.
So Terry Leahy stood down as the grand fromage of Tesco. Now he is an incredibly, he's not a fluffy bunny. He's an Everton supporter, so he can't possibly be.
Our keynote speaker this year is Nita Clark. Nita is a director of IPA, which is a think tank and a liaison organisation with the trade union movement. Nita was an industrial relations advisor to Tony Blair, and she was also on his political team in his third term at number 10.
I think the issue is how you do these things always. And if lean is simply seen as a way of driving down costs at any cost, and that the consequences of lean aren't dealt with. And I think that's historically where we've had problems, but there are many, many organisations that introduce lean as part of an engaged strategy, and there it is extremely successful.
It's people's reactions, it's seeing those eyes open, it's seeing those sort of glints in people's eyes where they suddenly get it, they suddenly understand, they suddenly see a way forward to achieve what the business needs, what their employees want. So just seeing that little sort of moment of, oh, it's now doable is absolutely fantastic.
First of all, thanks to all of you for coming along and being a great set of delegates and asking some really interesting questions. We appreciate it. Makes the event much easier. So give yourselves all a big hand, and thank you. We'll look forward to seeing you again soon, I hope.
Really good, really informative. I think in terms of the case studies, it was good to have the diversity of the different industries. But for me personally, Anita Clark and Frank Devine were really, really good for me. Employee engagement and the pace around, Frank Devine's engagement as well. So those were amazing.
I came to the forum with health and safety and well-being issues in my mind, and you had a couple of speakers that certainly delivered a worthwhile package that I can go back and think a lot about, but also the engagement of people was a very big story that's come out of these 2 days, which has given me lots of things to think about on my way home. So yes, I've got some good plus benefits from this. Thank you.